Yes.
Afternoon, Alicia, and to the viewers.
Mr. Nkhwashu, only 32 people registering for special votes. I mean, what does this say about the political atmosphere in Vuwani?
You will recall that the situation in Vuwani hasn't been resolved since the banning of about 23 schools where people are fighting. They don't want to be incorporated to the Malamulele, the new municipality. So there has been those threats that people from Vuwani, they are not going to vote. And in fact, those who want to vote are being threatened. They are not being allowed to participate in the local government elections. Given that they say their issues are not resolved, which is they want to remain as they are. So there is an issue of tribalism in the whole situation in terms of the demographics in that area.
But now, Magic, what happens going forward? I mean, there are definitely people that want to move on and have registered to vote. And as you've just mentioned now, that they're currently being intimidated. What happens? Whose onus is it supposed to be to make sure that those people that want to vote go and exercise their democratic right?
I'm aware that the police have really made sure that they station there to ensure that people who want to vote are able to vote. But it's up to the community again to actually ensure that they get into a situation where they understand that violence won't resolve anything. In fact, if anything, voting should be the ultimate way of resolving whatever issues they are having, because they've got a lot of options in terms of the political parties who have sold whatever manifesto they were having in terms of how they can help the community and give them service in terms of whatever they are demanding.
Let's expand on that point, Magic, now. What would need to happen in terms of trying to convince the people on the ground that indeed voting is actually going to help change that situation that you're currently in and not violence?
It will take a political will. It needs all the parties really.
Is it not too late? I mean, the elections are on Wednesday already.
Very true, very true. And it will just require that the police are there to maintain law and order and to allow those people who are willing to go and participate in the voting process to vote without any fear, because people fear that even if they go and vote, once they are seen that they have voted, they might not know what will happen after. It is a situation which is really unbearable for those who want to exercise their democratic right, which is hard fought. I mean, from 1994, we have been able to vote. It's almost 22 years into our democracy, and it's really scary that people still resort to violence and even actually damage property, which is supposed to assist the community. I mean, look at now the situation where children of Vuwani needed to be taken somewhere, especially the matriculants, in order to catch up. And it's even worse with other grades. They had to start late when the school reopened recently, which is not really a good sign for the future of those children in that community.
Look, now it's just the special votes that are taking place today and tomorrow. What do you predict for Wednesday, the official voting day for the local government municipality elections?
Already the signs are showing that it's going to be a difficult situation because they've got influence. The situation of Vuwani Malamulele, it comes from long time ago. It's not like it's the first time that there are issues. It is an issue that has been there for some time. The possibility is that we will have fewer voters because community members are really afraid. If they do participate, they will never know what will happen after they have voted. They might be able to vote because law enforcement is there, but after that, then what happens?
Magic, look, let's be ethical here and talk serious leadership. What is the responsibility of the leadership of Vuwani in making sure that their citizens, go out there and exercise their democratic rights? I mean, they should play a vital role here.
If you remember the outcome of the whole Vuwani situation, it seems as if the whole thing has been influenced or fueled by the leadership themselves. So it is quite a pity because there are those who have got vested interest. If the demarcation go forward the way it has been proposed, some people are going to lose in terms of the positions they were holding. So it is incumbent to the leadership of all political parties, because at the end of the day, it should be for the interest of the people. Service delivery, which is the big issue in that community.
Let's now talk about this. I mean, if voting doesn't happen the way that it's supposed to on Wednesday or tomorrow and for the rest of today, what does this then mean for Vuwani?
For Vuwani, it means that really there might need to be a continuous leadership that is currently there, which people have been denied in terms of changing the leadership, because when election comes, it allows people to really put the leadership whom they feel will really forward their interest, as opposed to the current status where they feel nobody is really looking after their issues as they expect. Yeah.
Look, very quickly, Magic, before I let you go, what do you think about the proceedings in Tlokwe, in the situation and how it's turned around?
Tlokwe, it's another burning issue.
Yeah.
As you know, the Constitutional Court has made a ruling in terms of the vote rigging. Obviously, it's a temporary measure, but eventually what needs to happen in the coming elections, we will need to have all people with addresses confirmed. So this is almost like a pilot project.
But at least they're allowed to vote, and they just bring their details on the scene. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. It is good that they are allowed to vote, although there are some hiccups, as we have heard, that the reporting there.
Yeah.
But that is one of the places where it will be highly contested, given that the Northwest, with the issue of Marikana and all of those situations, it is going to be one of the highly contested area.
And we're going to keep a watch. Thank you so much, Mr. Magic Nkhwashu, a political analyst, joining us here in studio. We now hand back to the Johannesburg studio. Pearl, it's back to you.